This is the Rays POSTCAST, your instant game reaction to the Tampa Bay Rays, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hello and welcome to the Tampa Bay Rays POSTCAST, your spot for instant Rays reaction every single day. My name is Jonathan Shields. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Johnny10Shields. Tough one tonight. Rays never really got going offensively in this one. You know, they had a few just misses, including Aranda even all the way in the ninth inning. You go to Morel almost hitting one out. Brandon Lau just missed one. So, the offense just missing out on a few of these opportunities. And then, the pitching staff I thought was really good. Anytime you hold an MLB team to 3 runs or less, you should expect to win that game. So, and this one we're going to talk about. I thought there's just way too many defensive mistakes in this one. Really on both sides, but the ones for the Rays were really magnified. Ryan Pepiot I thought was really good, even though his stat line might not look the best it's looked this year. 19 swing misses, 9 strikeouts. He was really, really good. And we're going to look ahead to see what the Rays need to do tomorrow to collect the series victory. But first, let's talk about that offense just being asleep.
This is what you'll be talking about.
The Rays were retired 13 straight after the Yandy Diaz RBI single. I believe that number is correct. Let me check my notes. But 13 straight retired to end the game. Just brutal. The Rays just really did not establish any offensive momentum. They only had 3 hits. They really just could not put anything consistent together. And, the Rays had balls hit incredibly hard. I think about the 2 Yandy Diaz outs that were hit over 100 miles an hour. That last one, the ground ball hit at 112. I think about Josh Lowe's line out, right? Like I mentioned, the 2 balls that were hit super far before that. But, it's the almost, right? The just miss that, frankly, aren't good enough today. And they weren't good enough, and that's why the Rays lost. The Red Sox did just a little bit more better today. And, is that look, the Rays, I'm not pessimistic after this loss by any stretch of the imagination. I am a little bit frustrated because it feels like the Rays didn't take advantage of everything that they could have. So in this one, the Rays had, that's what I was looking for over here, 3 of the 5 hardest hit balls of the game, and they had 4 of the 5 hardest hit balls in the game, and 3 of the 5 balls went the furthest. The Morel one that almost got out went 399. Brandon Lau went 375. So it was just tough. Brandon Lau's home run is a home run in 24 out of 30 ballparks. Fenway is just is one that it's not. It's tough, but it is what it is at point. Christopher Morel was a home run in 17 out of 30 ballparks. So you're looking at ballparks, both of them home runs as Steinbrenner, by the way. So you're looking at outings that could have been severely different if the dimensions were a little bit different. So but at the end of the day, that's not something the Rays can control. Each team is playing on the same field. And the Rays, again, their ineptitude in this game to not establish consistent pressure, like I said, just really sticks out. Outside of the 5th when they scored, that was really the only time they posed a threat. And then when Danny Jansen just barely missed 2 home runs, it kind of seemed like the threat ended, and then Yandy was able to get one. Thankfully, Christian Campbell dropped the ball, but literally and figuratively to allow the Rays to get one. But the offense just looked kind of uninspired. Just a lack of energy I felt in the team. And this offense did something that I thought the Rays would do. The Rays played Chris Morel today, and I hope he doesn't get killed because, again, if we're playing a different ballpark, Chris Morel has a home run in this game. So again, if you want to get a fair look at him, you got to play him, right? And you got to play him semi-consistent. I'm not telling you to play him every day, but every other day should kind of be the standard for him. But let's talk about the mistakes that the Rays made, and there was plenty of them. You look at in the first inning, the reason why the Red Sox were able to score is because the first batter of the game, Josh Lowe and Jake Mangum come together and the ball drops right between them. And if they would have caught that, those runs in the first inning never would have scored. You get to, I believe it was the 3rd or 4th inning, where Danny Jansen and Cabby just barely miss on the tag attempt. Runner gets, to 2nd to 3rd. Pepiot was actually able to get out of that one. He was really good, and we'll get to him in a second. And then you get to the one, I forget, I think it was the 8th inning, where Brent Lau and all of them just kind of look at each other as the ball just drops down between them. Very un-Rays-like game. Their defense wasn't great. Their situational hitting wasn't very good. Their putting pressure on the pitcher was really bad for 8 innings. The only time it was really good was the 5th inning when they drew 2 walks and was able to do that. But again, looking at the positives, I mean, how good was Mason English tonight? And in a game where the Rays walked, I think gave final free passes. I think the final number is 8 or 9. Only 2 walks today. Not ideal, but I mean, obviously a great step in the right direction from yesterday and a big step back. But again, not this was an unlucky game. I don't think the Rays deserved to win today, but when the Rays have 4 of the 5 hardest hit balls in the game and they only finish with 3 hits, it's a little bit unlucky. So, look for that to kind of even out a little bit tomorrow, I think would be the expectation. But if you guys are in the live, make sure you leave a like and comment because we will get to them as we always do at the end of the video. But let's talk about what the Red Sox did well, and that's what we're going to get to our turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
It's the Roman Anthony single in the top of the first, and we just talked about it. It never should have happened, or should have happened maybe with no one on base, but it was his first time to be hit, and that happened because the ball dropped between Magnum and Lowe, and it's just something that can't happen. That fly ball wasn't even that type of route. Like, it was pretty routine, and it just so happened to drop right, kind of right between. I mean, I know Magnum and Lowe were both hurt. They both missed a lot of time. They haven't played a lot together out there. But the center fielder, he's the like captain of that defense. He's got to come and take control of that game. And then the way Pepiot was able to kind of weather the storm and go around that was really good. And then Pepiot was just 1 out away from putting together another quality start. And then Trevor Story just turned and burned on the fastball, and all of a sudden, boom, it's 3-1. And the way this offense was going, I don't know if any of us thought that they were going to be able to score 3 runs the rest of this inning. And they did it with Lucas Giolito, and they talked a lot about it on the broadcast. Giolito was a guy that has been very hot and cold, and we talked about that a little bit yesterday. Or I think it was on Sunday going to the Red Sox series. And he was pulled after an inning and a third his last time out. And then he goes and tosses 6 innings, 1-run ball today. That's just baseball for you. Ryan Pepiot wasn't bad by any means. Lucas Giolito, I don't even think was necessarily better. He just got a few more breaks. The breaks really went against the Rays today, and that's one of the biggest takeaways I have from the game. It's, the Trevor Story home run was only a home run when the Rays had 3 balls, at least 2 of them, that were home runs in more than half the ballparks. And Brandon Lowe was a home run in 24 of the 30 ballparks. So it's going to happen throughout the course of a season, but it doesn't help with the Blue Jays winning again today. I mean, the Blue Jays are now kind of the hottest team in baseball as they just keep on chugging along. But again, if you look kind of big picture at this, the Rays are still 5 games up, and they still have a chance to go win a series tomorrow. So definitely not hitting the panic alarm at all from this one. But we will talk about Ryan Pepiot, and we will look ahead to how the Rays will win a series tomorrow right after this. This episode is brought to you by Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site made for skilled trades. Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is a reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support, industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. This episode is also brought to you by Monarch Money. Ever check your bank account and wonder where all my money go? Between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in. Your personal CFO giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. So you can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So you stop just managing your money and start building wealth. Managing your money with your significant other, with your partner, is smoother than ever with Monarch Money. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. And setting goals is one of my favorite parts of it. Being able to see your goals in front of you if you're goal-oriented, this is perfect for it. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money today. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. If you guys are in the live, again, make sure to leave a comment. We'll be getting them shortly. But again, let's talk about Ryan Pepiot, who I thought was really good today. He ended up going 5 2/3, only 5 hits, 3 earned, 9 strikeouts. And it's tough that they gave him those 2 earned runs because I really think that should have been an error on one of the outfielders when that ball just dropped in there. As you know, that's a play that just Major League Baseball players have to make. It's as simple as that. But when you look from a broad kind of standpoint of things, it's tough as the Devers hit that did it only had an expected batting average of 230. That's what I was looking for. So again, not a ball that should have been caught according to the baseball savant, almost 70% of the time or almost 80% of the time. So just tough. But the way he was able to get out of jams was super impressive. He single-handedly kept the Rays in the game. We talked about the third. We talked about he got into a few other jams, but the third in the third inning really sticks out to me when the runner got to third base and he was able to strand him there. There's the error that they charged to Cabby was originally on Jansen, and then it was first and third with 1 out, and then he got 2 straight strikeouts, just money. And then again, he was 1 pitch away from being spectacular and having another quality start. It would have been like his 7th straight. So Ron Pepiot is still really good. This Rays pitching staff is still really good. They've only allowed more than 4 runs once in the last 19 games. I mean, that's why the Rays have won 15 of those 19 games, or it might be 20 games now, whatever it may be. But he just continues to mow opponents down. And, his fastball, his control was a little all over the place at first. The reason why his pitch count was so high is because, the Red Sox did a good job of working the count, fouling pitches away, which is another reason why the Devers single hurts a little bit more because, he really battled that bat and he saw a lot of pitches. And a ball that should have been caught led to 3 more people, getting up and, obviously eventually leading to that run. But let's look ahead to tomorrow. Again, the Rays have a chance to win a series, and that's kind of all you can ask for once you start, to go, especially on the road and division. So tomorrow, Zach Littell, who is one of the hottest pitchers in baseball, he's now 6-5 with a 5.6 ERA, will take the hill against Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler, of course, he really pitched well against the Rays in the World Series in 2020. If you guys remember that, he's 4-4 with a 5.1 ERA. Buehler's last time out was not very good. He only went 2 innings, gave up 5 earned on 7 hits to the Yankees. But before that, so he's given up at least 5 earned back-to-back starts. So I mean, he hasn't been spectacular by any means this year, but he has had spectacular outings. The Rays already saw him once this year in a win for the Red Sox and a win for Buehler. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned, giving up a home run in that one. So he's a guy that has kind of documented success against the Rays. It was Jonathan Ronda who hit the home run in that game. And so can the Rays get to him? And, can the Rays get to him? It's going to be as simple as that. The Rays couldn't get to Giolito today, and Giolito is not some kind of lockdown pitcher, right? Buehler is not that either. Buehler, kind of best years, he had the surgery, he missed 2023. His best years were before that. He was really good in 2021 with a 2.4 ERA. Since then, his ERA has been over 4 every year. So again, the Rays, I won't say have the starting pitching advantage tomorrow, but don't have a disadvantage. I'd say it's pretty even. So this is where the Rays offense, hopefully things can even out a little bit, and they can start to put some more consistent pressure up there. As I see Charles Duffy in the chat, it's a tough loss for the Red Sox yesterday, and got to work on some of your spelling in there, kid. As we go to Jack's takes, that's what we'll start out first. He said, they look tired tonight. I believe they'll bounce back tomorrow, but I hope they play the running game and swing away less. Again, not to overreact to one game. It's tough to, overreact to one game. Now, the Rays have not lost back-to-back games during this whole stretch. Will they lose the back-to-back games tomorrow? That's to be seen, but they've been really good recently at flushing the bad losses and coming back with a really good performance. So I expect them to do that as we go to Gary says frustrating loss. The Rays could not generate any kind of offense momentum tonight. A very good quality start. Well, technically almost quality start for Ryan Pepiot. He said, tip of a hat to Roman Anthony as well. As again, this is really important to clarify. Despite the loss, the Rays are 15-5 in the last 20 games with 30 home runs in that span, as well as a plus 60 run differential. Yeah, I mean, the Red Sox during that span are tough, which is why the Red Sox are closer or are further away from the Rays than the Rays are to the Yankees coming in this game. So again, the Rays should not be discouraged by this. The goal was to go win this series, and they still have that opportunity to tomorrow. As we go to Dante Hamilton, he said, Honestly, I think this game might have been a little different. The first draw dropped, hadn't been caught. I think it would have been very different because then those 2 runs don't score. And maybe Roman Anthony's hit comes with no one on. But, and again, the breaks did not go the Rays' way. You could argue that almost every single break this game outside of Yandy's, the ball that Yandy hit going out of the glove of Campbell at second, every other break kind of went away from the Rays this game. And the big ones, the home runs that were almost hit, the balls dropping in the outfield that was very just un-Rays-like. Obviously, all went against the Rays. As we go to Mike, he says, Pepiot did have 9 Ks tonight, quite lackluster game by the offense. Yeah, I mean, that's the synopsis of this game is exactly that. And, it's tough to win when you only muster 3 hits. And Lucas Giolito and company without the Red Sox, probably 4 best relievers. Charles Duffy can hook me up a little bit here, besides Chapman, who their other kind of top guys are, didn't pitch today. And, shout out to Mason Engler. He gave the Rays the ability to only use 2 pitchers, and he was really good. I mean, Mason Engler is a guy that, comes in to do exactly this today, to come in when things is tough and to provide some length. And that's exactly what he did. So he went 2 1/3 with 4 strikeouts. Mason Engler, 4 strikeouts. This is a guy coming into the season who only had 2 strikeouts the entire last month. So to come in and do what he did today, ultra impressive from Engler. Obviously want to shout out some good news there as well, as he was able to save. Now the Rays bullpen, I don't know if Fairbanks will be available. He pitched, he threw over 30 some odd pitches, but Clevenger, Rodriguez, Uceta, Orzi, all available tomorrow. So the Rays are in a really good spot to win tomorrow, to win a series. So if you guys made it all the way in, I appreciate you guys. A lot lighter crowd in here. It's always tough after a loss, but hopefully the Rays can get back to their winning ways tomorrow. Another night game, no getaway time tomorrow. But again, if you guys made it all the way to the end, make sure you like and comment. And I will see you guys tomorrow night.